It's time for Hot Picks. Our next guest has Spire Therapeutics as a top selection. He says the company is working on treatments for autoimmune diseases. Joining us right now, David Nierengarten, Senior Analyst at Wedbush. David, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Just remind us, we all know about multiple sclerosis as an autoimmune disease. Typically, they're called the immune system attacking our own body, aren't they?
Correct. Autoimmune diseases are caused by multiple genes and multiple environmental factors. One of the common autoimmune diseases is multiple sclerosis. Spire is working on several others, including ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, and rheumatoid arthritis and other related rheumatoid diseases. So there are, psoriatic arthritis is an example of that also.
And they have some possible catalysts coming up, 3 data events in Q2. Can you tell us about 1 or 2 of those?
That's right. So they have 6 for 26, as we're calling it. They have 3 actual data releases for their monotherapy studies, phase 2 in ulcerative colitis, 3 different drug candidates, but they're targeting known targets in ulcerative colitis. So we think it's a high possibility of success for those studies. Importantly, those studies should show that the drugs can be dosed once every 3 to 6 months, making it a lot more convenient than the current therapies out there for patients with this disease. And in the second half of the year, we'll see additional data for those other rheumatology diseases, such as rheumatoid arthritis and psoriatic arthritis that I mentioned earlier.
Apparently, this whole autoimmune area is being shaken up by this microchimerism, whereby the body has cells from other people in it, and maybe they're part of the problem. I know it's very early days.
That is a theory that's been posited as a cause for autoimmune diseases for quite some time, particularly in women. When they're pregnant, women, do have cells from a new person, of course, in utero, and there tends to be in a lot of autoimmune diseases higher rates of those diseases in women, particularly women of childbearing and post-childbearing age, early, post-childbearing age. So in their mid-30s to mid-50s is a frequent increase in incidence for those diseases, again, in those women.
You have another idea for us, Disc Medicine. The symbol is iron on the NASDAQ. What are they working on?
So they're working on rare diseases of the blood system. So they have a product candidate that's in review right now with the FDA, bitopertin, for a rare disease called EPP. It causes a buildup of a metabolite that reacts with the sun to cause pain, actually a significant pain in patients in their skin, and can cause liver problems also. That's under review right now. And then they have a couple other drug candidates for either iron deficiency causing anemia or iron overload causing too high levels of iron in the blood in other rare diseases and related diseases of myelofibrosis and other disorders of the blood system.
And then finally, Kiniksa Pharma, it's working on recurrent pericarditis, pericarditis. I'm very sorry. What is that ailment, please?
It's a very painful inflammation of the heart. So a patient will have an inflammation of this. Actually, there's a pericardium. It's a sac surrounding the heart. And that inflammation, as you can imagine, can cause severe pain. Patient might feel like they're having a heart attack, frequent trips to the emergency room with severe pain. And Kiniksa has a drug called Analyst that treats it very well. It reduces recurrences by 90+%. Patients are on the drug for quite some time typically, and that's really driven sales here. We estimate 900 million plus in sales in 26. And the company is a rare mid-cap or small-cap biotech that's profitable. They will have a positive EPS, and what is really going to trigger upside, in my opinion, for the shares will be their less frequently dosed, wholly owned asset where we'll see some data for that in the second half of the year. That could literally double their profits if it were successful and approved eventually.
Because right now, I think you mentioned they're in a partnership with Regeneron, which stands to get some of the earnings from that drug you mentioned.
Correct. Regeneron gets approximately half of the profits. There's some adjustments for expenses here and there, but it's roughly half of the profits. And so obviously they have a wholly owned replacement, hopefully with positive data in the second half of the year that could lead to a drug approved with literally double the profit margin.
And there could be then acquisition in the cards if that all works out?
I would expect that. This is a very, again, it's a profitable franchise. It's well contained, meaning, you have a relatively limited sales force that can, go out there, sell the drug, limited, additional infrastructure required. It would be a great bolt-on acquisition for a mid or larger size pharma.
I've got to ask you, when you look at DNA and the evolution, do you find yourself learning new things all the time? It's pretty amazing.
There are a lot of new things out there. The most exciting thing for me is really when we do see some of these new mechanisms get developed. I've been doing this long enough where I've seen some, targets that were, mere ideas, 10 years ago, and now they're, getting into late stages of approval or are already approved drugs, and it's really gratifying to see that.
That's pretty amazing. Whenever I read something, it looks like they're finding DNA is more complex in its mechanisms than they thought before.
There's a lot of complexities, autoimmune in particular. Some of the mechanisms for causing those diseases that we just talked about are very complex. I don't think there's a single target, for example, for ulcerative colitis that will be the cure-all for everyone. I think we're going to need combination studies and combination therapies for that. But there's a lot of complexities in those diseases. Maybe we will find a single target that really leads to a much better drug candidate and approval.
Thank you very much.
We'll see.
David, thank you very much indeed. David Nierengarten is a senior analyst at